Have you ever wondered why sometimes you feel like a totally different person than you did just a few years ago? Why your thoughts, emotions, and even the way you see yourself keep changing? Well, there's a big reason for that, and it's inside your head, it's your brain. And you have the power to understand those changes. And I think one of the things that I really want to emphasize for a lot of people, because I see a lot of young people thinking that my brain is not working right. It's not, something's wrong with me. And hopefully, some of this information I'm going to give you is going to show you that, yeah, your brain maybe doesn't feel like it's working right, especially in teenage years, but even into college, because it is going through so many changes. And these changes are normal, but they feel weird. I mean, I remember being a teenager and being like, my brain is completely scrambled. And it was scrambled for other reasons too, which I won't go into, but we're not good. And I think if I would have known this when I was younger, I think I would have gotten through my teenage and early college years a lot better. But because I went through a lot of anxiety, I think there was something wrong with me. When you have the power to understand these changes, it's like unlocking this secret code to how you think and feel and see the world. So I'm going to share with you three videos that were made by our content creators, our what we call our youth content creators, YCCs. And the first one is made by Raina, and she is going to voice over it as well as show you the this really great animation that she made. Well, it's not animation, it's she drew it out. Ren created the one from middle school through high school, and then how your brain changes in those early college years too, because your brain keeps changing. It'll change all through your life. It goes through a lot of different changes, but the biggest changes happen between those middle school and high school years up to as far as 25 years old. Your brain is still changing. And one of the things you're going to learn about is something called pruning. Your brain it develops a lot of things called synapses, right? Synapses are like, think of them like little threads that go and they connect to other threads. And those connections make thoughts and memories. And that's how you learn things. It's just connections. Your brain starts to cut off some of those loose synapses that didn't really go anywhere. And that's why you forget a lot of your younger years. Like, what were you doing when you're 5 years old? Like, who knows? If you didn't have pictures or someone telling you, you'd be like, did I go to that place? Did I meet that person? Because you don't have those connections anymore. So let's go look at those three videos and then I'll come back.
Your brain before and after middle school. Brains are weird. From middle school to high school, the brain cuts away unused connections, making it more efficient. This process is called synaptic pruning. Pruning makes our brains more efficient, and this helps develop our prefrontal cortex. Your prefrontal cortex is getting better at decision making, planning, and impulse control. But first, you'll feel stress more because the brain isn't fully equipped to handle big emotions yet. Also, your brain becomes more aware of how others see you and could lead to risky choices to fit in or just to temporarily feel good. As you move from middle school to high school, your brain will start letting go of old memories while making you more aware of your emotions. You'll become more self-conscious about what others think and may take risks to fit in or handle stress, which you're now more sensitive to. It's all a normal part of your brain's growth and development. Know yourself.
As we make the transition from high school to college, our brain continues to mature. There is further pruning and strengthening of essential connections, especially in the prefrontal cortex. This maturation leads to improved decision making and impulse control, though emotional regulation is still a work in progress. There's also more focus on identity formation and understanding your role in larger social contexts. At this age, your brain is going through a lot of change. It will continue to mature until you're about 25, but you've got a lifetime to learn new skills and get to know yourself. Between college and the mid 20s, the prefrontal cortex becomes fully developed. This leads to better planning, emotional regulation, and long term thinking. Young adults get better at navigating complex social situations, focusing less on peer approval and more on forming deeper relationships. There is now more goal oriented thinking, as the brain's reward system shifts to value long term success over immediate gratification. This period of time is full of changes as the brain finally finishes development, and the brain gets more efficient, and you become better at navigating all of life's challenges and triumphs. So, as you can see, understanding these changes can help you feel less stressed, especially when things get tough and you start to doubt yourself. A lot of this is just happening naturally and is not always like, oh, there's something wrong with my thinking. I think the brain is beautiful and mysterious and fascinating, but if we don't understand it, we can feel like the brain is kind of holding us hostage in some ways. Understanding your brain is really like the key to unlocking yourself and getting to understand this mystery of who you are, like what makes you who you are. And I hope this information helps. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I always forget to say that. Please remember to like and subscribe. Follow us, Bounce Back Generation. We're here for you. BBG TV, that's our website.